Look here as they go down in the corner. You see Stanton on the outside there. He's up in the gray stuff. The car breaks loose. Nobody hit him or anything. He just got around sideways. Backs it into the wall there.
Now watch in this next as he goes up for the wall. Chad Little, fighting for this title chase, takes evasive action. There's David Bonnet, the Voyager battery Chevy of Hank Parker, spinning there to miss Stanton Barrett. Here's another look.
Yeah, here he goes, and he just gets up there too high, you know, early in the race like this, and around she goes, and everybody's doing a great job of missing him, but unfortunately he's going to come back down the racetrack here. I think what happened to David Bonnet, a car in front of him slowed all of a sudden, that yellow car, and he had to get on the brakes and spun it out.
Darrell, you always hear aim for the car.
I want you to look what a light tap this seems to be. I mean, there's just a little tire smoke, and Dick goes up the racetrack, but he's in that loose stuff again. That white, smoky looking stuff is sand that's at the top of the racetrack, and when they get in that, they have no control.
There's Larry Pearson going by on the high side there. Bobby Dotto right behind him.
They were 3 wide going into the corner. His 10th right. And you see what happens here.
Whoa, I take it back. They hit harder than I thought they did.
Yeah, Bessie moved up just a bit to avoid Steve Grissom on the bottom.
Yeah.
And he moved up and into Trickle.
That's one of the things you have to watch on this racetrack because of the D-shaped front.
Okay, Darrell, we got him going. This is when he got into the wall. You can see the black mark starting way back, getting into the corner there. He was just a little bit out of the groove, a little bit of dust up there, and the car got loose.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he got help or not, but it doesn't take a lot.
That'll be Benson.
Benson, yeah, and Hermie on the outside, and of course you can see it just narrows up right there, and boy, that could have been a whole lot worse. Boy, bunch of good cars right in that pack. Here's the 2 car back here of Craven's, and there goes the 8 car, and a lot of good cars in that pack.
Craven and David Green were right there.
Yep.
Mike Wallace did a great job there. He was completely sideways and made a great correction on that car. That could have been a lot worse, as Darrell said.
And that Craven didn't get into the back of Mike Wallace.
Right. Boy, I think it's another one of those 3 wide episodes going into turn 3, or turn 1 actually. And here comes old David Bonnet. He said, "Now I've spun this thing around twice here. I'm going to learn how to do this."
And he did.
He needs that experience. I'm sure that's what.
Now there's Reeves on the right side of your screen.
There's a car on the inside of that racetrack that's coming back up right there. That really started all the problems.
That's Leslie. Now on this next angle, watch for the 44 car to sneak through.
Here they come off turn 2 here, and Tracy gets knocked down the inside. And
Stevie Reeves got in the back of Leslie and turned him.
Boy, Doug Hevron there made a nice move to get through.
Dirk Stevens is spinning there in the 15 car. He comes back up and kind of blocks things right along there.
You want to see a piece of driving? Watch on this next replay. Watch the red, white, and blue number 75 of Doug Hevron. He missed this wreck 3 different times.
He really did.
Now he's on the right side of your screen next to the yellow car. See, he checks up on the brake right there just as it starts to happen. Now, where am I going to go? Well, I'm here in the middle of the racetrack. I locks up the brake again. Cuts down to the inside. Here's another spinning car. Checks up again, gets down to the inside, and then Dirk Stevens spins in front of him again. I'd like to know what his pulse rate is right now.
I'll tell you one thing, there was a lot of luck involved.
There was contact. Not Chad Little, apparently. I'm not sure of the car that got into Stevie Reeves before he had this trip to the wall.
Well, when they came off turn 2 over here, Chad was right up under the back end of the 96 car. And his back end's torn up, so he could have taken some